For more on the Mets, let's welcome in Mets Hall of Famer John Franco. Happy New Year, John.
Happy New Year, Michelle.
Thank you so much for being here. Let's talk about the 2018 Mets here. How do you think Matt Harvey is going to be? What are his expectations? Will he turn things around?
Well, I think, Matt, I saw Matt a couple of weeks ago. He looks in great shape. I think he's, got his head on straight now. This is a big year for him. So I think he's going to do fine. He's coming off of 2 major surgeries. You don't get back to the way you usually want to get back to, but I think this year you'll see the old Matt Harvey. His work ethic is unbelievable, and if he does come back, that's good for the Mets.
There is a new manager in town, Callaway, and he is expected to do a lot of good things for this team. How do you think he will handle the pitching staff, first and foremost?
Well, he's done a great job in Cleveland, so I'm sure he'll handle the pitching staff great. He got some great young talent here, in Syndergaard and Harvey and Matt and Wheeler and DeGrom. So that's some great horses to work with, and those guys are very talented. And I think Mickey has a great philosophy on how he's going to handle the pitching staff, and along with Dave Island, the new pitching coach, I'm sure they're going to have them all on the right track.
How about Jeurys Familia? Do you think he can regain his dominance?
I think so. Here's another guy coming off of surgery. He had the blood clot, and then he had the 50-game suspension. I'm not worried about Jeurys. He's got his head on. He's a great closer, short-term memory, which you like as a closer. He's got great talent. As long as he throws that good sinker and his sliders, that tight slider, I think he'll be fine.
Now, David Wright has not been in a game since May 27, 2016. What can we expect from him heading into spring training?
Well, I'm hoping we expect a lot from him. David, not only is he a friend, captain of the team, but he's the face of the franchise. And I know David has worked so hard to get back to where he is right now, and I'm sure as we're talking right now, he's probably working somewhere. I'm hoping that David can give us something, but you really can't count on it too much. So, I'm sure the Mets are preparing life without David, and they'll prepare life with David. But I'm hoping that David gets back to David that we all know and love and knocking some runs for us.
Well, we know David is a veteran, but what about the young players like Amed, Rosario? What kind of impact will they have?
Well, I think if he, last year was a glimpse of what he can do. He came up late in the year and he did well. Just try not to put too much pressure on himself, and if he surrounds himself with some good veteran guys, and Cabrera, who's back, and Cespedes, and if they can just keep him in line, keep him under control, I think he'll be fine. Let his natural ability take care of his play, and you won't have to worry about him.
All right, John, thank you so much for your input.
Well, thanks for having me.